Hey guys, Everdudgeon 138 here. I haven't done a video like this in a long time, and unfortunately, it's not a great update. So, where to start? So, as some of you know, last year my Prophet X froze. It basically the power supply and the battery failed, which is unfortunately common. So I went through Sequential's customer service and got a replacement and everything. So I replaced the boards and replaced everything, and it worked. I think it was my Ghost Eyes video that I did right after I got it fixed, and everything was working fine. And then at the beginning of the year, just a couple weeks ago, it happened again. And thanks to Espen Craft, I replaced the battery, and also kind of realized there was a voltage sag on the power supply, so I fixed that as well. And everything was working. I was actually in the middle of recording a song last 2 nights ago, and then the Prophet X just decided to reboot, and I was like, okay, that's weird. And then same thing happened again, and worse this time. Everything just started sputtering, and it was like it was struggling to stay on. The screen was glitching, and now it won't even get past the boot stage. I've replaced the battery twice now, fiddled with the power supply. Of course it happened. Of course it happened on a Friday, so like the customer service for Sequential's not open on the weekends. But I don't know what to do, and it's frustrating just because I have such a sentimental attachment towards this synth. It was the last synth that my dad purchased before he passed. And he and I kind of bonded over it. And, I think I've done a pretty good job online kind of championing this synth, works and all. And it just feels like, I don't know. The first time it busted and I fixed it, it kind of felt like my dad was there. I know that sounds cheesy, but it's like he was kind of, looking out for me and making sure like it got, resolved, because he knew how much it meant to me. But now this, for the replacement boards that Sequential sent to me to fail just over a year, and then for the machine to just implode pretty much. I've turned it off now because it was just sputtering so much that I was afraid something was gonna like catch fire or something. I don't know, right? Because and just I made a post about it in the Prophet X Facebook group and a couple Sequential groups. And kind of the response I got were from people was unfortunately kind of similar to this. So after repairing mine with the ship parts twice and then sending mine to them 4 times, they finally decided just to tell me it was magically working fine in their repair bench and send it back to me with the problem still intact. Cured me of ever giving Sequential my business again. It's a shame because I'm sure their other products are great, but their decision to just keep my $3,500 for this product and leaving me with a paperweight made it impossible for me to trust them going forward. Now that's American dollars. This actually was closer to around 6,000 for Canadians. And now it may or may not be repairable. I don't know. Hopefully it is, but I've kind of come to terms with a lot of things in terms of letting things go. So for the last year, I actually started a interest in getting into the veterinary industry, working with animals, and I was fortunate enough to work with the one of the biggest corporate veterinary providers, the VCA, last year, and I was really happy at the job, but the actual clinic itself was not great. And so that didn't work out. And that really kind of crushed me. So I was also doing dog walking as well, private dog walking in the Toronto beaches. And because I had no full-time job to help kind of offset the dog walking or anything like that, or the dog walking to offset, I started looking for other work. And just before Christmas time, I applied for a kind of a corporate sales customer support job at a garage door company, and everything seemed to be okay. I did 2 phone interviews, 1 Zoom interview. Actually went for an in-person interview. It was like 2 hours away, and everything seemed to be okay. And they said that the position would probably start mid-January. And then come January, I followed up with them, and turns out that they're not going to move forward with the position. That's kind of out of my hands because I don't know if something happened internally with the company financially, and they just realized they couldn't afford to hire somebody. I don't know. But I also ended up having to give all my dog walking clients away as well. So music was kind of my outlet, and it was good for the soul. But now, if the Prophet X is gone, I can't afford another synth. I've sold all my guitars as well. Sold them a while ago to pay for my back taxes. And now it just feels like, I have to learn to kind of let stuff go. If I'm not able to repair this synth, that's okay. And if I'm not able to do music for a little bit, that's okay. I can just move on and do something else. I can focus on writing or drawing or whatever. I've been listening to a lot of Alan Watts. I've been listening to a lot of meditation type videos, kind of help me kind of through the process of, not overthinking things and not dwelling on the negative. I've even joined some men's focus therapy groups as well. So that's helped me a lot. And I think what has helped me the most is really my family. My girlfriend and 2 dogs and my mom and my aunt, my uncles and everything. Everybody and my friends, they've all been there and supported me through this, through everything. And I know a lot of people don't have that kind of support network. And it's incredible how much, how important that is. Because if I didn't have them, and I, went through everything I did with the VCA, or I went through everything I did with this, I don't know where I'd be. So, and that's not being melodramatic, that's true. So I've, reached out to Sequential again. We'll see how it goes. I hope my experience is not like how a lot of other people's are claiming Sequential is. I mean, thus far it's been good to me, but I just have this feeling like if I have to let this synth go, I am kind of also letting my dad go as well. And maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it's, I keep him in here. It's not an attachment to like a physical thing. I sold the last guitar he got me, that Stratocaster, and if this synth breaks down, it breaks down, and if it can't be repaired, it can't be repaired. But that's okay, because at the end of the day, like, I have a support system and I have a network of people that love me, and luckily enough, I managed to do a lot of tracks with it, and even before it broke down. There were some tracks I did that I haven't even released yet, so I'm still going to be putting out music on this channel. We'll see how it goes. If it comes to a point where I can't do music anymore or at least temporarily, that's okay. I'm just going to have to focus on something else. And, I don't know what the future of the channel would be, but in either case, because unfortunately my Blu-ray player also broke as well. So I all my movie reviews and everything like that I was thinking about doing, I can't really do anymore, and I can't afford any new releases anyway. But I don't know. And anyway, it's been a great run, and hopefully the running continues. Hopefully I can get it repaired, but if I can't, that's okay. And I know the video is kind of rambling, but I just kind of wanted to do this just to give everyone kind of an update where I am at, and also anybody else that's kind of, running into dead ends in life and, having things, let down and kind of thinking that you're being set up to fail all the time. The best thing to do is just kind of get out there and surround yourself with people that love you. And yeah, it might not, be glamorous or anything like that, but at the end of the day, that's what's important. And putting such a importance on inanimate objects or anything like that, it's kind of a futile effort to do that. And unfortunately, as a society, we've kind of done that. Even just applying for jobs. There was one job interview I did where they're like, I had to download an app on my phone, and I'm like, I don't have a smartphone. So, yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, I'll certainly keep everyone updated and let everyone know how the repair goes, and we'll just kind of take it from there. But until then, love everybody, and love myself, and hope everything is going well with everybody else. And by the way, Scott, it's good to see you back, bud. Thanks.